So let's try something, because we all want the same thing. We all want to prevent need for ceremonies like this in the future. And we all want to spare as many families as possible the pain that these 5 families who are mourning today feel.
Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg at 2:30 this afternoon. The memorial for the Old National Bank mass shooting also carried a message.
The mayor also frustrated by the lack of progress in getting any meaningful new regulations on gun ownership. And Mayor Craig Greenberg is joining us live on this day we will never forget. You've proven you have a great relationship with even the Republicans in Frankfort. You just brought back $100 million for Louisville. Are you sort of frustrated that you also couldn't translate that into the car bill and the other meaningful gun changes you wanted to see from the beginning of your administration?
Well, I'm disappointed that we didn't make more progress on issues related to improving public safety and reducing gun violence in particular this session, but conversations have definitely begun. I feel like there are more conversations than ever before. Certainly the Old National Bank shooting put this issue on the radar of many legislators around the entire state in a way that other issues have not. And we're talking, so I'm hopeful that we just need our own autonomy to do what we know will work in an urban environment like Louisville to help reduce the amount of gun violence. Other cities and states have shown things that work. Let's try something here. The good news is we all want the same thing. Every legislator I talk to wants our city, wants our state to be safer. Nobody wants this gun violence to continue. So that's a starting point to build on.
We know that undoubtedly the quick actions of LMPD saved lives that day. There's just no question about it. But after something like this happens, there's always conversations. What could be done differently? What could be done better? What do those conversations look like, and what changes have been made?
Well, we do learn from every bad event, disaster that we have, tragedy that we have. I think on April 10th of last year, LMPD and all of the first responders had a textbook response. The heroism and the bravery that officers Wilt and Galloway showed, all of the other LMPD folks that showed up, the EMS workers, the 911 call takers, the healthcare heroes at U of L, I think their training paid off and truly saved lives on April 10th.
Well, let's not forget you're a gun violence victim yourself, shot at 6 times before as you were running for mayor. You have a personal interest in talking to these Republican lawmakers who control Frankfort. They control Frankfort. Again, you had the success on the financial side. When you have these conversations that you're talking about, do you tell them that really sounds good, but where's the action? Where are we going to move forward?
Yeah, I mean, I ask for their ideas. What ideas do they have that can help us reduce gun violence in Louisville and around the state? And I think there are some folks from different parts of the state that just are unwilling to talk about guns. And so I'm hopeful that by developing a relationship and having maybe private conversations first, we can start to at least talk about them. I'm not looking to take anyone's legal gun away. I'm not looking to end hunting. I understand people want to own firearms, but there are things that we can do that will reduce gun violence. The individual who bought the gun that tried to kill me.
Yeah.
Yes. He bought the gun 1 hour before he was in my office and fired 6 gunshots at me. The individual who did this mass shooting, he bought the gun a week before. Maybe there are some common themes that people can start seeing that influence just timing and waiting periods or holding periods or universal background checks. These are the sorts of things that I'm helpful, again, not to prevent people who are lawfully entitled to own guns, but maybe it can help prevent weapons from being in the wrong hands, and we can prevent some tragedies like last year.
All right, Mayor Craig Greenberg, we want to thank you for coming in, and wonderful ceremony today, remembering 1 year later.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.